Hey, sorry about the radio silence these past few weeks. Life stuff has been happening, but I'm back and ready to bring you guys the first part of our two-part Season 2 special. This episode is called Centra Eve, which honestly might just be my new favorite name for any piece of media ever. So good. But yeah, let's get right into it. We open on a shot of everyone's favorite underground base, and I have to say, it looks pretty spiffy, all patched up from its destruction at the end of Season 1. But things are quiet now. The champions are either patching up their own armor or preparing their own gear for an infiltration mission that they will be going on very soon. And then there's Kane. He's sharpening his blade, staring off into the distance with a thoughtful look on his face. Cabby walks over and notices him doing this and decides to break the silence. Cabby, hey, before we throw ourselves into chaos, maybe one night, just one night we rest. Drasen perks up at this. Drasen Cabby wants to celebrate again. Kane looks up slowly, surprise flickering across his features. Quietly. Kane celebrate what? Cabby smiles softly, looking around at the base and then back at them. Cabby hope, home, family, if only borrowed. And then we move to an interior shot of the makeshifty common room of the underground base. Cabby has set out some food packs on a table, and Tyr is decorating a nearby wall with glow crystals to make it look festive. The other two members of the group, Draz and Khan, step inside and look around in surprise. Tyr, there's no way we could celebrate, not after what happened last time. Do you even remember? Drazan nearly blew up half the base trying to cook dinner. Drasan puffs out his chest defensively. Drasani was trying to impress you with my amazing culinary skills. Tyr, yeah, well, your skills clearly need a lot more work. Drasan and Tyr continue bickering as Kane walks over to a corner and watches them quietly. It's clear he isn't really in the mood to celebrate. Cabby notices this and approaches him quietly. Cabby, it's okay if you don't want to. We can leave you alone. Kane shakes his head. Kano, it's just, in my world, winter meant survival, not singing. Cabby smiles knowingly and ruffles his hair. Cabby, that's exactly why it matters. And with that, she joins the others who have somehow managed to get into a snowball fight despite there being no snow anywhere in sight. They are all laughing and having fun as Cabby pulls out a harmonica and begins to mimic the tune of a familiar holiday song. As she plays, we pan away to show a montage of the celebrations taking place throughout the base. Drasen is arm wrestled with a robot limb that he somehow managed to get a hold of and declared it a game. Some of the newer recruits watch in amusement as he strains and grunts while trying to keep the metal arm pinned down. Meanwhile, Kane watches from a distance, a small smile gracing his lips. He pulls out a small package from his pocket and opens it. Inside is a small red pendant engraved with ancient fire runes. It looks beautiful. Kane looks up to see who had given it to him, but he doesn't see anyone. He shrugs and puts it on, hiding it under his shirt. The festivities continue late into the night until everyone eventually tires themselves out and goes to bed. Kane lays on his bunk, staring up at the ceiling. Outside, the snow is falling heavily. He wonders if Hemlock is asleep at this moment, if the leader of the opposing faction that had taken everything from him was resting easy after the horrors he had inflicted on others. Kane couldn't help but feel a twinge of sympathy for the man. Perhaps there was still good left in him somewhere, something worth saving. Just then, a scout rushes into the base, startling everyone awake. Scout, no movement from Haman's camp. It's silent. Kyan immediately sits up and walks over to the window to look out. Everyone else does the same, their faces filled with concern. Has Haman gone rogue? Did he decide to wipe out the entire village and leave without a trace? Or worse, had he simply forgotten about them entirely? After a moment, Kyan turns away from the window and addresses the group. Kane, we should probably get some sleep. We have a big day tomorrow. And so with that, they all retire back to their bunks, leaving the events of the night before unexplained. We fade to black, and as the screen fades to black, we hear the faint sound of someone clearing their throat. Suddenly, a spotlight shines on a lone figure sitting on a throne made of human skulls. It's Hemlock. He looks up at the ceiling as if listening to something, and a cruel smile slowly spreads across his face. Hemlock fools. Do you truly think I would allow those pathetic rebels to take my prize without a fight? No. I have plans for them, plans that will destroy them utterly. But perhaps it is time I paid them a little visit. Time I showed them the true meaning of fear. He stands up and begins pacing slowly, his eyes gleaming with manic energy. Hemlock, yes. I think it's time. Fade out. So that was our first part of our two-part Season 2 special. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And I also want to say happy holidays. I know it's a bit early, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it because why not? Anyway, yeah, stay safe, stay awesome, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.